Hi, Carl Haglund, Columbia Modern Living, Carl Haglund Foundation. I'm here to have a conversation with you to really explain some of the most challenging issues that we have as a community, and also to talk about a crisis. You hear in the media constantly that we have a housing crisis. We do not have a housing crisis. What we have is a crisis about people's expectations about what they deserve in terms of living standards. In back of us, I'm going to be showing you some extremely affordable housing. At $700 a month, you could live next door. But take a look at how wonderful this neighborhood is. Beautiful office building over there, new construction, very expensive housing. Each one of those townhomes, $650,000 a month. Where we're at right now, within a 5-minute walk, we have 1-minute bus service, and we have the Mount Baker Light Rail Station down there. But I'm going to show you what you can get for $700 a month. Come on in. So for $700 a month, and you have a kitchen which has stainless steel appliances. Come on and see what $700 will get you. You have a fully furnished room that includes a microwave, a refrigerator, a large TV that includes high-speed internet and full channels. You have a place to store your stuff. You got shelving over there. You got a full-size couch, $700 a month, and it includes a free washer dryer. Let's go look at another room. I want to show you what $850 a month in Central Seattle. High walk score, bus service every minute, light rail station only a few blocks away. That includes a washer dryer. $850 a month. Working 8.5 days at minimum wage in Seattle. That'll buy you housing. That includes all utilities. Come here and take a look at this. And furnishing. It's a furnished apartment, but you have to share the bathroom. We have a kitchen with a kitchenette. We have a nice refrigerator. We have a microwave, and there's also a hot plate. And then come on and see the main living room. We have a couch. We have storage, we have a nice bed, we have a 55-inch TV. Also includes high-speed internet and all your utilities for only $850 a month. Again, anyone working 8.5 days at minimum wage can afford to live here. Guys, now we're going to talk about the real crisis in the city of Seattle. We have no affordability challenge. Your loved one or you or your neighbor could be living here for $850 a month and only working 8.5 days at minimum wage to afford to live here. We're going to step out the door right now. We're going to see what the real crisis in the city of Seattle. And I want you to imagine what it'd be like living here and what it's like for my residents in here. Come here. We don't have an affordability challenge in the city of Seattle. We have a challenge with addictions and people moving here to engage in these behaviors. Imagine living in there, your granddaughter, your daughter, your son, your neighbor, your coworker living in there, $850 a month, finally find a place where they're living within their means and also a place where they can actually save for the future, buy a new car, actually buy a home, move into a better place later on, but a place where it's extremely affordable. But imagine coming outside and having to deal with this. Currently in there we have 7 rooms and we only have 2 that are occupied, but we have 6 vacancies and we can't find people to move in here because of this out here. We're providing extremely affordable housing, and the city's made it very difficult for us to meet that mission. But come here, I really want you to get a better look of what this looks like. This is addiction. It is not a housing crisis, it is addiction. Look at this. We had a shooting down at the Mount Baker Light Rail Station a couple of days ago. One guy was shot to death, the other guy survived. There's a lot of money in providing these guys with drugs. Huge amount of money in that. We have organized criminals that are selling these drugs. If you want to take over a territory, you basically have to engage in a war and shoot people, and that's what happened down at the Mount Baker Light Rail Station. And now I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what it's like to be a housing provider in the city and about how abusive this relationship has been for a really long time. This is nothing new for us to have this mess. Nothing at all, except middle-class people in Seattle. You're now experiencing what my tenants of color have had to endure for decades in this neighborhood. But when the middle class started returning to the Rainier Valley, this is how it always was. And we're going to talk a little bit about history, about what I've had to do to take over city functioning, and about we have a continuing abusive relationship, negligence and abuse from the city of Seattle.